I say experience mission, what do you think of?
I think helping others and not benefiting from the things you do.
So I think of a group of people trying to help other people in need.
Helping people and like doing the right thing.
This mission trip was very important, and we got to learn a lot of life lessons that we'll take back home with us, such as compassion, not being selfish, and like a good attitude towards people who are in not as good situations as us. And that really helped us like become better people, and that's just what the whole goal was, and to have us help everyone else.
This trip really meant a lot to me because I got to see people who really didn't have anything but still had great attitudes and didn't complain about a lot, and we're just really genuinely excited to do simple things like get breakfast or go to the park or go to the gym, and they're really just enjoying what they have.
What I learned on the trip?
Yeah.
That I'm old because I am totally exhausted right now. And I should eat more fruit. I just had 2 oranges and an apple. Last night, I think I broke the record for a 56-year-old man by eating 3 hot dogs. And I paid the price. Other than that, I learned that we have a great group of not only kids, but adults in this church, and they worked really hard, and they respected each other for the most part. They respected me to a small degree, which was more than I thought would happen. But we should be very proud of them, and I am very proud of them. Proud of myself too, because number 1, I don't have food in my teeth, and number 2, I didn't eat a hot dog yet.
High five.
I learned that we should feel compassion for others, help people that are less fortunate than us.
I learned that when we give kids the power to own their experiences and to do good work, they really take it and they run with it. Our kids spent the entire week wanting to do for others, and especially to play with the kids in the community who they felt were really in need of having people to play with, and that was really powerful.
The most amazing thing that happened to me this week was when I was at Preble Street working the family car. I got an opportunity to work with this woman named Rhonda, who just a few weeks before had been one of the people Preble Street was serving, who had grown up in a not accepting community of her being a trans woman, and who had such a life that it made me realize how sheltered we are and how much more there is to the world and how much more there is to help people like her get to where she is now.
I've learned that we can all be a lot more self-sufficient than we think we can, and we don't need a lot of the tools that we have at home, so we can get a lot done when we aren't worried about the things we need, because we knew that we were being taken care of and everything was cool. We didn't have to worry, so we could just work really hard, and that helped us.
Am I having fun? Oh, absolutely. These guys are great, and I've had so much fun getting to know all of them more confidently. They're great.
How was the kayaking?
The kayaking was nerve-wracking because I don't know how to swim, but I had a great time anyway.
High five. Great job with the composure on that one.
I really enjoyed meeting all of the people at Preble Street and just seeing many different people of different cultures and just realizing how really diverse the world is.
Watching the video at Partners for World Health is really powerful for me because it brought what they're working to life, seeing all the kids and people suffering from the lack of health care that they needed, and seeing the Partners for World Health team bring it to them. And yeah, that just made me emotional.
So I'm definitely going to remember the smiles on the kids' faces at the playground. And basically just how grateful we were to help people, and just seeing all the people at Preble Street, knowing what they're going through and wanting to help them some more. The end.
So this week has been an incredible experience for me, especially where I've worked with a lot of these kids only on a 2-hour Sunday morning event as opposed to a whole week, and got to know them all so well. I've seen them working so closely with kids in the community that have changed their lives, I think.
So this was such an amazing week. We're all exhausted, but these kids were amazing. They just rose to the occasion and worked so hard, and I saw such transformation in them as they served and were compassionate and thoughtful and really reached out to the kids and people living with homelessness and people who had come from countries with really terrible situations. And I'm so proud of them, and I really see hope here in this community in Portland. And they're really spreading compassion in the city, and you can see it in these neighborhoods and in this organization. And I just hope that these kids take this back to Little Compton and bring it to everything that they do. And it's awesome.
This is Emmy, and what's your favorite memory of the mission trip?
My favorite memory of the mission trip from your team is probably when Toby was doing dishwashing and he was completely drenched in dishwater but didn't care. I thought it was hilarious because he chose it, but that's probably one of my favorite memories of this week.
We thank you, Emmy. This was amazing. We're gonna miss you.
Well, thanks for being such a great first team. It was super helpful to have such great people and such fun-loving people too.